What's up? It's Susie from Hey Grill Hey, and today I'm bringing you one of my husband Todd's most favorite recipes that I've ever developed. Very simple grilled, boneless, skinless chicken thighs. The magic is in this lemony, white wine, herby, garlic marinade. Every bite is delicious. You're gonna love it. So let's get started. Let's kick things off with a marinade. Now this is a lot of chicken. I usually make a pretty big batch when I do this because it is amazing for meal prep. These are really great for a hot dinner, fresh off the grill, but they're even better the next day, chopped up in salads or wraps. We use them all week long, so a big batch is a must. Let's jump into the marinade. It does have a good handful of ingredients. So again, work once, eat all week. We're gonna start with a healthy amount of olive oil. We've got some white wine and some white wine vinegar, and that'll take care of our liquids. Then we go in with some salt, a little bit of sugar to balance out a lot of the savory we have going on in there, black pepper, loads of fresh minced garlic, and then the herbs. I've got rosemary, thyme, oregano, and fresh flat leaf Italian parsley. It's fine. Everybody in the pot. Now I like to use fresh with this recipe, but it adds a little bit of a step to do all the chopping. If you want to use dried, you absolutely can. The flavors will be a little bit less intense, but that's okay, it's still good. Also, if you don't want to do as much of the chopping, you can add all of these ingredients into a blender, buzz it up for a couple of seconds, and then save yourself a little extra chopping as well. Next up, some crushed red pepper flakes for a little bit of heat. And last is lemon. Fresh lemon, I think, makes all the difference. Chicken thighs are rich, they're a little bit fatty, so having this brightness and this acidity makes a huge difference. So zest the outside of the lemon and then cut it open and squeeze the juice into your marinade as well. All right, I'm gonna give the marinade a good mix, make sure the salt and the sugar dissolve. Work those herbs so that the oil and the herbs start to distribute throughout the liquid of the marinade itself. The smell of that marinade is just insanely good. Chicken goes into the marinade, and if you are doing these boneless, skinless chicken thighs that are ready for you from the butcher, just take a second and open them up. A lot of times they come kind of tucked, and it prevents the marinade from really hitting the inside of those boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And that's one of the benefits of using them is they're cut open, so you have so much more surface area than you would get if they were bone in. Of course, this works with bone-in chicken thighs if you're somebody that likes the skin too, but having all of that marinade flavor on all sides of the chicken thigh is one of the benefits of using them boneless and skinless. Okay, once your chicken is in the bag, seal it up, press out any of the extra air, and then give it a really good massage to make sure that that marinade is in between every piece of chicken thigh. Now this goes into the refrigerator. I actually like to do this the night before I'm cooking, so it gets a good almost 18 to 24 hours of marinade time. I think it's fantastic, but you can also throw these in the morning before you head out for work, and your chicken thighs will be deliciously ready to grill by the time you get home. To the fridge. Chicken thighs are done marinating. They're ready to grill. One of the signature looks for these chicken thighs when they're done marinating and ready to come out is they usually have a little bit of like a light whitish, pinkish color because of the acidity in the marinade. We actually got a little bit of like partial cooking that happens on the outside. If you see that, I'm trying to find a good example. Yeah, if you see this right there, see it's a little bit lighter in color? Don't be nervous. That's just part of the marinade process happening. It's totally fine. So chicken goes directly on the grill grates. It's about 400, 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Usually takes about 6 to 7 minutes per side with the lid closed. I want my chicken thighs to be about 170 to 175 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, chicken breasts are great at 160 to 165 degrees, but thighs are actually better cooked to a slightly higher temperature. They become more tender and some of the tight connective tissues start to break down. They give you a much better finished texture. So I'm gonna take these up to 170, 175 degrees Fahrenheit. Chicken is done. I couldn't serve the chicken that is Todd's favorite chicken without Todd coming in to eat some of the chicken.
Will you feed it to me?
Sure, it is officially taste test Todd time. Yes. We made it to the end of the video. All right, there you go, boss. Now this is one of my favorite chicken thighs.
Instant hit. Boom.
Yeah, because the layers of flavor, it's simple, but it's really complex. It has a lot of depth to it. You get the chicken and you get the char from the grill, much like Todd. Maybe that's why it's your favorite.
Maybe.
But you also get the brightness from the lemon and the white wine vinegar. You get the herbs in the middle.
It's the white wine vinegar. You don't really put that in many things.
Not a lot of stuff. And then a little bit of heat at the end from the crushed red pepper flakes and the black pepper. So well balanced, so delicious. Again, I said at the beginning of the video, cook a big batch because the leftovers are obscene. It's such a solid base flavor. Sandwiches, wraps, salads, pasta, rice, whatever you want to serve this with, it will be delicious.
Just
and the
raw
leftovers.
out of the fridge. Not raw, sorry. Fresh.
Cold?
Cold out of the fridge. Don't eat raw chicken.
This is one of those recipes where I think the leftovers are maybe even more delicious than having it fresh out of the grill.
Is that for you? Sorry.
All right, you guys are gonna love this one. Hopefully you come back to it over and over again just like we do. We'll catch you next time.